Hello.
Hello.
All right. Let me just start to share my screen. Perfect. All right. Let's start. Uh, Good evening from where I am right now. And of course, you also, Teen and Dustin. Welcome and welcome back to our community members. Welcome to the first ones here. And welcome back to our community members who have been watching us for quite a while. For tonight, we're gonna talk about creating agents on Polkadot with Polkadot Agent Kit, and that's gonna be Dustin and Teen later on. But for the first few minutes, let me just take it um, for me first and introduce OpenGuild a bit. So OpenGuild is a developer focused community building. We are covering Asia, Southeast Asia mainly, and we are doing two main things, right? So we are doing events. We are quite active in Vietnam, specifically in Ho Chi Minh, in Hanoi, in Hue. Although this year we have been in Da Nang also. Wherever there is, some important events, and we make sure that Polkadot's presence is there. So it's OpenGuild's job to be there and represent Polkadot. Philippines also, Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia recently for Road to Sub-Zero, and in Singapore. So this in partnership with blockchain at NTU in Singapore. So aside from these meetups, we're also making sure that Polkadot is present to major conferences in Asia. So we are the ones leading that. But aside from these events, we also have resources that we are providing to our community. So first, we have the slides. These are Google Slides. These are open to anyone. Anyone can access this. We also have video playlists. So we have two bootcamp playlists. We have Polka VM playlist and Polkadot SDK. Again, this is open to everyone. Anyone can access. These are very comprehensive playlists that you can watch and learn on your own pace. And two platforms that we launched. First, this one is build.openguild.wtf. So this is for hackathon bounties, project ideas, tools to start, tips and tricks on hacking. Right. So this is for our builder friends. And next one is for our newbie friends. If you're new to Polkadot ecosystem, This is a learning platform to help developers and even curious minds understand the Polkadot ecosystem. So I think this is like the first step, good first step for you to learn about Polkadot, and you can check that in learn.openguild.wtf. So please join our Discord or follow us on X. On Discord, we will be very happy to support you. Whatever you want to start, in your local community, either you want to build, we have our DevRel team, or if you want to start your own meetup, I will be happy to assist and support you on starting your own Polkadot community there. So yeah, next, Polkadot ecosystem updates. Okay, so first, Jumpton. So Jumpton deploys first substrate-based mini app in Telegram. So Jumpton claims that this is bridging 100 parachains into Telegram and Ton ecosystem. So we're expecting seamless DeFi and cross-chain trading. So I think this is such a big news. I saw this aside from curious post. I saw this also in CoinDesk. Okay, so next, another big news, Acurust. Acurust announces $100 million in funding ahead of their TGE. So they were supposed to actually launch a few days ago, but due to market conditions, they decided to delay it a bit. But this is such a big news, big funding milestone for someone who hasn't launched yet. And some of their angels here, one of their angels is Dr. Gavin Wood. And teams and projects participating is Peak, Cytel, and Web3 Foundation. Just teams, people around the ecosystem supporting uh, our own projects. So next one for me is Moonbeam. So Moonbeam's treasury elections are now open. They're looking for treasury council members, I believe, to review proposals, oversee treasury funding, treasury spending, facilitate community initiatives, and generally, engaging to the community, Moonbeam community. So if you think you have what it takes, if you have been deep into, governance, and you have the experience into checking proposals, feel free to follow them on X and see their posts, and then reach out to them directly. And then lastly, for me, is the project individuality. So this was presented by Dr. Gavin Wood during Sub-Zero Symbiosis in Buenos Aires. So project individuality is Parity's protocol to product building era. Dr. Gavin Wood mentioned that this is a unified Polkadot web and mobile portal that will onboard millions. So I've been hearing about this project individuality, personhood for a few Sub-Zeros already, and I'm really looking forward for the next, I don't know, few months or maybe years about the updates of this, updates on this. So I think we will have some exciting years ahead. Again, please join us in OpenGuild, join us on our Discord, follow us on X, and I'll see you there. So I think it's your turn now, Teen.
Hello,
You're
hello. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. So let's get started. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Pat. Let me share the screen. So about the topic that we're gonna have today is about like create the AI agent on Polkadot with the Agent Kit. So a bit like information about the Polkadot Agent Kit. It's basically built by like the organizations built by like Dustin and also like a few like other contributors in like the Polkadot ecosystem and in like the OpenGuild community as well that help like to build this tooling. And as you know, like nowadays, like agent is basically like everywhere. It's in like all the domain, and we have like a lot of innovations in like all the blockchain to create like the new to create like the agent that can like interact with like the currencies or like using like the chain features. So like Polkadot definitely also like need something like that. So that's why like we have the inspiration to create a Polkadot agent kit. So what is the Polkadot agent kit? Polkadot Agent Kit is an open source TypeScript SDK that enables developers to build the AI agent capable of executing the blockchain operations within the Polkadot ecosystem. So the system abstracts the complexity of on-chain interactions by providing a modular framework with like high-level APIs, support like lang-chain iterations, and multi-chain support across like 15 Polkadot relay change and parachain. So in like today's videos, we're gonna explore a bit about like Polkadot Agent Kit and what kind of features, what kind of like, application that you can build with the Polkadot Agent Kit. Okay. So a bit about like, the source code architecture. From my part, I'm gonna try to go a bit like to the Polkadot Agent Kit on like the high level documentations, and then I'm gonna like pass this over to the Dustin for the demo of the Polkadot Agent Kit and how you can use the Polkadot Agent Kit to develop your applications. So a bit about the source code architectures. So the Polkadot Agent Kit is include the COI, a playground, Terra bot, MCP server, and like everything is shared across like one core like Polkadot Agent Kit SDK, where like you can use the SDK to build like, a lot of application on it. For example, like here you have like one example for MCP server, one example for Terra bot, one example for like using the playground on top of SDK, and like the SDK is like agnostic across like applications. So yeah, and then like SDK is built on top of the Polkadot Agent Kit core, which is like the brand of like the SDK and all the applications, and the common packages are shared across like the LM modules, the core modules, and also like other modules as well. So yeah, like a basic software architecture. And now let's go through a bit about the high level information about the Polkadot Agent Kit and where it's come from. So like you can find information about the Polkadot Agent Kit in like the Polkadot Agent Kit repo at Elastic Labs like organizations. And here like you can find like, all the information about like about the Agent Kit, like the mono repo structure, the example running of the Polkadot Agent Kit, and like how to run the mono repo. And also like you can also like learn like how to contribute to the Polkadot Agent Kit. And one last information is like Polkadot Agent Kit is rented by the Web3 Foundation Grant Program, and you can find like all the information of like Polkadot Grant Program in the Web3 Foundation Grant Program here, where like you have the information about the Polkadot Agent Kit, which like you can learn like how did like it is submitted into the Polkadot Grant Program and receive support from the organizations. Now let me go through a bit about the features. So let's see. So about the key features of the Polkadot Agent Kit, we have like wallet management. So like mnemonic like the drive wallet for like proxy base, multi-sig base of like the account, of like the agent account, cross-chain interaction and queries. You can like do a lot of like cross-chain features with like the Polkadot Agent Kit. Like you can like swap like a token on like hierations to like Polkadot Agent Kit to like protocol like XCM or ISMB, and or like basic like local chain transactions, or like create the balances, mint the new asset, or like the NFTs. Third-party integration, including like social clients, or like Telegram, Discord, Twitter, agent interop, like MCP server, LangChain actions, and Google A2A. I'm gonna like let Dustin to talk a bit about like how you can use the Polkadot Agent Kit in the practice. But like for the current features of the Polkadot Agent Kit, we have the first one would be I can say like the first one would be like multi-hop ECM transferring. So like the Polkadot Agent Kit is have the cross-chain interop features that allow you to do a lot of like ECM's features. And the other one would be I guess like transact, but you can also like use the Polkadot Agent Kit to either like query the balances across like across like all the price change, or you can use the ECM features to transact with like the price or like the price change transaction as well. Yeah. So I think like best like to let Dustin to give a quick demo on the Polkadot Agent Kit, and then I'm gonna explore like the architecture of Polkadot Agent Kit for you to understand more about like the problem that we are trying to solve. So Dustin, do you want to share your screen and maybe like give a demo?
Okay. Hello guys. I will share my screen.
Are you okay?
Give me a second. Okay, first of all, I will share about the Polkadot Agent Playground. Are you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
Okay. Basically, this is the application that we use the Polkadot Agent Kit. Sorry, give me a second. Okay. Um, this is the playground application that we use the Polkadot Agent Kit SDK to build on top of the APIs. Basically, this application we have the interactive AI chat that we can use natural language to chat with the AI model, such as the Olalama or the Gemini or the OpenAI, etc., and the kind of the LM models in the world. And the second part is the developer portal. It's either developer experience for you if you try to if you try to interact with the Polkadot SDK. Whenever you add the new feature, add the new tool cons, the developer portal will help the developer to show the UI how you interact directly with the Polkadot Agent Kit. And with the current development, we will have some configurations before we create the agent kit. Uh, the first step is that we need to configure the LM models. Right now, with the playground, we support the OpenAI, Olalama, Gemini, and I will use the Gemini model with the Flash uh, 2.1, 2.0. And you need to import your API key in the playground. And the second part, we need to import the agent private key. With this is only the current development. In the future we had the plan use the agent wallet. It is the delegated from the root user. Root user will delegate some permissions to the agent, and agent can execute any kind of allowance from the user. For example, user allow agent just transfer maximum 100 dot uh, per day, and the agent will receive the allowance. And if the agent transfer is amount more than 100 dot, uh, it is not a permit for the agent. And now we will import the private key. At the moment, I will copy the private key. Make sure that this is the testing private key. Make sure that your private key have an enough balance in specific chain. For example, like I will choose the key type EHR, and I will I'm able to select multiple chain like the partial or the Polkadot or any kind of the relay chain and parachain that Polkadot Agent Kit support at the moment. And uh, I will choose the partial for the testing purpose. And now I will confirm the configuration that I configure in the playground. We are waiting a bit because our SDK will fully use the light clients, small dot on the Polkadot, and use the Polkadot API to interact with the blockchain. And now you can see that the agent is ready. We have two part, either interactive chat models. We have the user interface for the chat. And for example, like because I just want to connect with the partial relay chain, and I will check, for example, in this current balance, in the current address, I'm able to check the balance, check balance on parcel. I think we had a problem. Let me remove the, is it the localhost? Let me check again. Give me a second. Let me check with Olalama. If you choose the Olalama loader provider, make sure that you install the local Olalama and install specific model like the Qwen 3. Check a big console. Yeah, I believe that the SDK initialized successfully. Need some minutes to wait for the initialize because I don't the SDK use fully like client, so it's a bit okay. And I think it's working properly. I believe that. Check balance on parcel. Okay, it's working. And give some seconds. The AI model will reply based on our natural language check balance on parcel. And you can see that in the console log we have a I in the playground. I also add the system prompt for the AI agent, so the AI agent will understand deeply about the tool con, about the context that we try to interact with only the blockchain, Polkadot blockchain. Uh, Yet you can see that the tool con, the AI tool con will use the check balance that Polkadot Agent Kit provide the tool con check balance and have a one argument either chain either partial. And you can see in the in the UI you can see the AI reply the balance of partial is here and the deep balance check, and I will perform execute another transaction like the send transfer 0.1 partial to, for example, like the I try this address from partial to partial acceptor. This is the natural language that we want to cross chain between the relay chain to parachain using the SCM protocol. You can see the AI agent receive the content from the user query transfer 0.1 partial to specific address from relay chain to parachain. And you can see the AI agents understand the context and choose the correct the tool con, the HCM transfer native access with the email, with the amount and destination chain and short chains and the two address that the agent will transfer. Give some seconds, the AI agent will reply to the users. And you can see that the AI in the console log, the AI agent reply the content, the transaction hash here. Yeah, you can see the HCM transfer has successfully processed, and I will copy the transaction hash here and go to the parcel acceptor. no data, no data, partial to partial setup. Sorry, this is the partial setup. The partial. Okay. The transaction record on chain. Okay, and the next is the developer portal. It is similar like the AI interactive chat, but it familiar with the developer that we don't need chat natural language. And you can see the Polkadot Agent Kit SDK provide multiple kind of the plugin like the access, the pipe stocking, for example, like access. With the same HCM, I will, for example, like the HCM transfer native token, native tool. I will transfer. It will the same previous that I demonstrate to um, send. Give me a second. To, okay, here we go. And the short chain will be the parcel, and the destination chain will be the acceptor parcel. Make sure that you put the correct name, because this is the developer's portal. If we try to with the AI agent, we have a conclude with the system prompt. System prompt will guide how AI agent understand the context, which is the correct argument in the tool code, and I will execute the API. Let's check the log a bit. Yeah, you can see the executing the uh, HCM transfer tool call. Yeah, the transactions successfully, and we have to perform the tool call HCM transfer native tool. Yeah, that is I have got through the Polkadot Agent Kit playground. And how do you use the Polkadot Agent Kit from the scratch? Basically, you can go to the Polkadot Agent Kit and go to the examples. We have a two currently we have a two example here is the MCP server and Telegram port. The you just install by the command npm install Polkadot Agent Kit SDK or pnpm install Polkadot Agent Kit, and we have the quick start how to use the Polkadot Agent Kit right here. First, yeah, with few steps. You just, for example, like you just initialize the Polkadot Agent Kit and initialize the API. Also, you can have a you can this is optional way that you can add your own custom tool from the outside. That Polkadot Agent Kit doesn't have that features. You can it is possible for you that you can add the external custom tool con, and the and after you add your custom tool con, you can define your tool from using the API get launching tools. So then we will define the LM model, the launching agent like the OpenAI and Olamama, integrate the tool con that we use from the Polkadot Agent Kit. So then based on the LM provider, the LM provider will understand the context, and from the user query, the AI will reply correctly what the user want. Yeah, that's my full demo for the Polkadot Agent Kit.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, that's really amazing. Now let me go to a bit about the architectures that we have here. I think that basically you already like cover quite well, like what is currently the Polkadot Agent Kit having, and so for the Polkadot Agent Kit, a bit about like the core packages. So we currently like have four different like package: so the common package, the core package, LM package, and SDK package. So like for everyone to understand like better about like Polkadot Agent Kit, the core of the Polkadot Agent Kit gonna be sit into the three package. We have like the core package, LM package, and SDK package. So what is like each package does? So like the SDK package is provide like the primary public API for building the AI agent that interact with the Polkadot ecosystem. It support like the Polkadot Agent Kit class, and then like orchestrate like functionality with like all the packages to support like the LM module. And I think like Dustin, uh, do you want like to guide to a bit about like how this is working under the hood? Because I think it's also like very valuable to guide to like the code base of the Polkadot Agent Kit, and like how did we implement like the solutions.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. I will may I share my screen and I will share a bit
Sure.
about the Polkadot architecture. Okay, I think the screen is visible. Basically, this is the mono repo for the Polkadot Agent Kit SDK. Basically, we have the four main package: the common package, the core package, LM package, and SDK package. SDK package is the high-level class API that we export to the API, and uh, the developer can easily use those API that developer don't really care about the under the hood of the SDK. And you can see in the SDK folder, we have this API, and you can see that it's either class, the Polkadot Agent Kit, and it will inherent from the two interface, Polkadot API and Polkadot Agent API. Interface Polkadot API interface is from the package curve, and the Polkadot Agent API is from the LM package. And you can see we export a lot of toolkit here, For example, like the get native balance, or the transfer native balance, or the SCM transfer balance, or swap token balance, swap tokens in specific um, uh, uh, in specific decks. Um, yeah, this is the high level IVIs. And for the LMs, it is the role of the LM package is that we will define the prompt for specific plugin. For example, like the access stockings, you can see you go to the prompt here, and you can see we define some rules, the prompt, the system prompt for um, the agents. And the developer can reuse the prompt that we have a stress tag with the prompt like the access or the SCM, and we define the lane chain for specific plugin, for example, like the stacking or the access. With the curve, this is the this is the this is the package that have a role uh, will define the on-chain transactions for the overall package. And the LM model or the SDK will be used from the package curve to make the agent can interact with the on-chain transaction. And And the final package is the common is define the about the clients or the chain that we support for the SDK. Yeah, that's the overall the architecture um, of the Polkadot Agent Kit.
Okay, guys. Sorry. Yeah. All right. Have you covered like other iteration, for example, like hydration and bifrost, Justin?
Yeah, um, we have basically with the current features of the Polkadot Agent Kit, we have integrate the hydration. For example, like you want to swap USDC on Polkadot asset curve to hydration. Is it possible? Just one user query, you are able to swap the token from um, asset hub to hydration or any kind of the support pair token that hydration support. Or with the Bifrost, we are support the min VDOT on the Bifrost, and you can use the VDOT VDOT on the Bifrost to stacking in the Bifrost protocol.
I see. And I actually saw like there's a tool called like Telegram bot with like the Polkadot SDK integrated. Um, do you wanted to talk a bit on like how we can like possibly like using the Polkadot SDK? No, like using like the agent kit to integrate with like Telegram.
Um,
Also like we have like LangChain integration as well, right? So like those are also like quite interesting topic. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, basically we support the LangChain tool that very compatible with any kind of LM provider have a support the LangChain. I will share my screen a bit and show you how the
Okay, for sure.
Telegram bot integrate. I think it's very similar with how you create the chatbot on the Telegram bot. The difference one that we just integrate the AI model and use the Polkadot Agent Kit API to interact the multiple toolkit that will support on-chain integrations on the Polkadot ecosystem. You can see you can see this is I go to the Telegram bot here. Yeah, you can see the similar like you define the Telegram port. If you are using the TypeScript or JavaScript, we use the Telegram wrap, and we define the two model about the agent Polkadot Agent Kit and the LM models. And you can see we will initialize you the new Polkadot Agent Kit, and inside Polkadot Agent Kit class, we will define the constructor, and you can see some argument here like the private key and the key type or the chains that you want to interact with. And with the LM, we just initialize any kind of the LM providers. You can see when we initialize the Telegram port, we will initialize the API. It means that we will initialize the API the API interface that the agent can interact with the blockchain. Uh, yeah, we use the tool, get the built-in tools, including the custom tools. Uh, as I said before, we are able to add a custom tool. For example, like this, I have the custom I have the build the land chain style tool, and you can see I create the float tool, and I will create the config tool config that will follow the rule of the Polkadot Agent Kit SDK. And use the create action is mean that it will integrate, it will compatible with our Polkadot Agent Kit with the API add custom tools. And the final that we will get on the tools con that Polkadot Agent Kit SDK support. You can see the tools. And I think this is the final step that we will the index models. No. Setup handlers. In the setup handlers, we can add the system prompts here, and you can see when user query to the Telegram bot, the bot will listen the events and understand, and we will get the message from the user queries. So the LM model will buy the tools that we use that we defined before. So the LM model will involve the user queries, and based on their model, they will reply correspondingly with the messages. Yeah, that's the how we use the Telegram bot integrate with the Polkadot Agent Kit with the simple step. We just initialize the Polkadot Agent Kit API and integrate those ToonCon from the Polkadot Agent Kit to the LM models, and the bot will integrate the LM models, and LM model will reply to the user message.
I see. And from you, like a few questions, like from your perspective, like what are like the upcoming new features that you think is gonna be like
I think your voice is mute.
okay, yes, yeah. I mean, like from your point of view and the experience as like the lead engineer of the Polkadot Agent Kit, what's your like imaginations for like the upcoming features of the Polkadot Agent Kit and how it can like fit well with like the current stage of the Polkadot development? Yeah.
Yeah. We had one problem with the current Polkadot Agent Kit here is that we need to import your root. I mean that your root private key. Yeah, because this is the development, you are feel free to import any kind of private key, right? But in the production, you can't import your main account to the Polkadot Agent Kit at the moment. And that is the reason why we had a plan integrate, I mean that develop with the agentic collect. It means that the user don't need to import their main private key. They just delegate the permission to the agentic wallet, and agentic wallet will secure your key management and do the transaction, do the charge transaction, any kind of on-chain interactions. And agentic wallet didn't keep your access. The user fully control with the access and just delegate to the agentic wallet. Yeah.
I see. Okay, yeah, I think that's also like pretty much like everything that we want to cover today about the Polkadot Agent Kit. There's gonna be like more features coming soon, and right now we just finished like the Web2 Foundation run, and we gonna like need more like user feedback and more like an application built on top of Polkadot Agent Kit. And so like keep an eye on like the upcoming news of the Polkadot Agent Kit and the new features. And yeah, like really a lot like if we can receive some feedback from the community for the tool. And thank you for listening, and see you in the next community call.
See you.
Thank you. See ya.
Thank you.
Thank you.